Present perfect continuous. Forming the present perfect continuous. The present perfect continuous is made up of two elements: the present perfect of the verb to be, have, has been, and the present participle of the main verb, base plus ing. Subject, has, have been, base plus ing. She has been swimming. Positive. She has been. She's been running. Negative. She hasn't been running. Interrogative. Has she been running? Interrogative negative. Hasn't she been running? Example. Present perfect continuous. To live. Positive. I have been living. Negative. I haven't been living. Interrogative. Have I been living? You have been living. You haven't been living. Have you been living? He, she, it has been living. He hasn't been living. Has she been living? We have been living. We haven't been living. Have we been living? You have been living. You haven't been living. Have you been living? They have been living. They haven't been living. Have they been living? Function of the present perfect continuous. The present perfect continuous refers to an unspecified time between before now and now. The speaker is thinking about something that started but perhaps didn't finish in that period of time. He, she is interested in the process as well as the result, and this process may still be going on or may have just finished. Actions that started in the past and continue in the present. She has been waiting for you all day, and she is still waiting now. I have been working on this report since 8 o'clock this morning, and I still haven't finished it. They have been traveling since last October, and they're not home yet. Action that have just finished, but we are interested in the results. We can use it to refer to an action that has finished, but you can still see evidence. She has been cooking since last night, and the food on the table looks delicious. It has been raining, and the streets are still wet. Someone has been eating my chips. Half of them have gone. I'm tired now because I have been running. Why is the grass wet now? Has it been raining? You don't understand now because you haven't been listening. Oh, the kitchen is in a mess. Who has been cooking? You look tired. Have you been sleeping properly? I have got a stiff neck. I have been working too long on computer. Verbs without continuous forms. With verbs not normally used in the continuous forms, use the simple present perfect. For example, I have wanted to visit China for years. She has known Robert since she was a child. I have hated that music since I first heard it. I have heard a lot about you recently. We have understood everything. We have heard news this morning. This tense is used to talk about an action or actions that started in the past and continued until recently or that continue into the future. It can refer to an action that hasn't finished. I have been learning Spanish for 20 years, and I still don't know very much. I have been waiting for him for 30 minutes, and he still hasn't arrived. He has been telling me about it for days. I wish he would stop. I have been reading for 2 hours. I'm still reading now. We have been studying since 9 o'clock. We are still studying now. How long have you been learning English? You are still learning now. We haven't been smoking, and we are not smoking now. It can refer to a series of actions. She has been writing to her regularly for a couple of years. He has been phoning me all week for an answer. The university has been sending students here for over 20 years to do work experience. The present perfect continuous is often used with since, for, all week, for days, lately, recently, over the last few months. You have been getting good results over the last few months. They haven't been working all day. They are on strike. He hasn't been talking to me for weeks. We haven't been working hard on it for ages. I haven't been looking at other options recently. He hasn't been working here since 2001. Exception in spelling when adding ing. Example. Final E is dropped, but double E is not changed. Come, coming, but agree, agreeing. After a short stressed vowel, the final consonant is doubled. Sit, sitting. As final consonant after a vowel is doubled in British English. Travel, travelling. Final IE becomes Y. Lie, lying. Use of present perfect continuous puts emphasis on the duration or course of an action, not the result. Example. She has been writing for 2 hours. Action that recently stopped or is still going on. Example. I have been living here since 2001. Finished action that influence the present. Example. I have been working all afternoon. Signal words of present perfect continuous. All day, for 4 years, since 1993, how long, the whole week. Now let's get down to practice. They have been talking for the last hour. She has been working at that company for 3 years. What have you been doing for the last 30 minutes? James has been teaching at the university since June. We have been waiting here for over 2 hours. Why has Nancy not been taking her medicine for the last 3 days? Recently I have been feeling really tired. She has been watching too much television lately. Have you been exercising lately? Mary has been feeling a little depressed. Liza hasn't been practicing her English. What have you been doing? You have only been waiting here for 1 hour. Have you only been waiting here for 1 hour? You haven't been waiting here for 2 hours. Now let's have some trial test. You have to choose right answer. I, this car for 30 years. A, have. B, am having. C, have been having. D, have had. E, had had.